Whenever I study, I try to think of a situation or event in my life that relates to what I am studying. This helps my memory to not make memory errors. Linking particular aspects of something you experienced creates a memory connection that helps me to detect information that I am trying to recall. Using my schematic knowledge helps me study by always studying in the same or similar environment, such as the library or a classroom. This study tip helps me to be familiar with my testing environment before I take my test, which would most likely be in a room with a table and chair. Because let's be real, studying at Chuck E. Cheese will only overwhelm you.
So, for my first study tip, I want to talk about self-questioning. Have you ever had a class where you just could not grasp a concept? That's probably because you haven't encoded it. One of the ways I study material is by using a concept and putting it into question form. This helps me to have a framework that I can put information in. Why does this work? Self-questioning encourages deep processing of information that helps us to elaborately encode stuff. For my next study tip, I want to talk about using multiple avenues to learn information. Have you ever learned information the first time you encounter it? Sometimes we just don't get it. We are all unique and learn differently and need more than one way to rehearse information and apply conceptual material. So how do we do this? 3 ways you can do this is by using flashcards, reading the book, or forming a study group. These different avenues help to create multiple retrieval paths to go from long-term memory to short-term memory.
Analogies can be applied to studying. This means applying previous knowledge to current problems. For instance, say that you have a Spanish test and you're learning how to conjugate verbs into an appropriate tense. From previous knowledge, you know that the first person present tense of the word hablar, meaning to speak, is hablo. To understand how to conjugate the word ayudar, which means to help you, use the same logic. Drop the AR and add an O. So, hablar is to hablo as ayudar is to ayudó. Ayudó is the first person present tense of ayudar. Mnemonics can also help you to organize knowledge for studying. For instance, how do you remember order of operations for this math problem? 4 plus 2 squared plus 2. A commonly used mnemonic is, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Please is for parentheses, excuse is exponents, my is multiplication, dear division, aunt addition, and Sally subtraction. From this problem, we know that 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, and the parentheses is first. Then you do 6 squared as the exponent is equal to 36, and 36 minus 2 is equal to 34.